John Beltran with Brian Nickel here from Fort Morgan High School. The Mustang girls lost to Greeley West by a score of 43-38. Now time for the Mustang boys after the girls finished their regular season with a 1-13 record. Mustangs are 37th in the RPI, Brian. Just a couple of close losses really hurt their chances to make the postseason this year because they won't with a victory here.
Yeah, I thought maybe it would make a difference playing the 5A teams, but even after they beat Greeley Central last week, they dropped 2. So it didn't make a big difference, but that loss to Mountain View, that would have been a big help. Might have been enough to put them over the edge. And I know earlier on when they beat Frederick, they were like 45 in the RPI at that time, and that brought them almost up to like 34 or 35. That was a big win for them, but they just haven't been able to quite get over the hump and get those victories that they needed.
Well, a lot happened like that last year. They were 6-17, but a lot of home losses by 5 points or less, and even on the road. They had a stretch there where they lost a bunch of games in a row by either 3, 5, or 7 points. They were losing by an odd number, even by 1 point, I think, here to Erie after they had lost to Erie by double digits. So it's kind of a continuation of what happened 1 year ago. Starting lineup here for Greeley West: Colton Gillingham, Edwin Benitez, along with Nate Hill, Jose Roman, and we'll get the fifth member. Wear those, what color do you call that, Brian? It's a little bit Georgia Tech-ish.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And also in there is Tyler Copeland. He's the big man. It'll be Wesley Carnes, Fernando Marquez, along with Jackson Langford, Briggs Wheatley, and Jesse Campa. Remember, last year there were a lot of different starting lineups. This year, the starting lineup has basically been the same. You've had Fajardo in quite a bit. Now you have Wesley Carnes, but quite frankly, Wesley's had a nice season for a sophomore.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice surprise for the Mustangs, so that'll be a nice addition for next year. For the next couple of years anyway. So.
Right. Well, they've got the majority of their team coming back, only 3 seniors. The opening tip brought to you by High Plains Bank, your friendly local community bank serving Wiggins and all surrounding areas. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. Langford jumping for Fort Morgan in their home whites. And it'll be Tyler Copeland for the Greeley West Spartans in the regular season finale for both teams. Greeley West at 5-8 and Fort Morgan at 7-6. But neither team will qualify for the postseason in 2021. Mustangs' last home game was against Berthoud. They won 56-50 over a week ago. They've been on the road. And the opening tip is controlled by Langford, but it goes out of bounds. Greeley West basketball. They'll throw it in quarter court. And the point guard is Nate Hill. Nate Hill with the basketball near the top, picked up by Marquez. Bounces it right side over to Roman. Back on the high left, dribbling left baseline is Gillingham, cut off by Wheatley. Swings it inside, and banking and scoring is Jose Roman. 2-0 in favor of Greeley West. Camp on the backcourt, over to Fernando Marquez. Marquez picks up the dribble. Front court pass to Wheatley on the high right. Wheatley dribbles right of the lane. Right corner, Langford dribbles to his left, into the paint. He traveled. The Mustangs have committed the game's first turnover. I mean, this is a 5-8 team, Brian, but they're not that bad.
No, they're averaging like 53, 54 points a game. And that Gillingham's averaging 23 points a game himself.
And with the basketball, Benitez at the top on the high left to Roman. Swings it back out Hill. Long straightaway three is off the back of the rim, and Jackson Langford goes high for the Mustang rebound. Langford wants to run on the outside right at the free throw line. Picked up now from behind. Now to Marquez, right of the lane, in the lane. Leans, banks, offensive foul. And that's a good call because the defender there, Roman, was right in front of Fernando. And it's Fort Morgan's second turnover. And you're going to get feast or famine sometimes with Fernando in the lane. But he played one heck of a game the other night. 5 3-pointers, scored 27 points. They beat Greeley Central 51-32. Roman on the high left, back near the top. That is Colton Gillingham. Gillingham dribbles by 2 in the lane. He clutches up and he misses, but a foul. And the foul's committed. Marquez now with 2. Nope, they're going to say Jackson Langford. I think the 2 was for the 2 shots and not for the player who committed the foul. 2 free throws there for Colton Gillingham with a 2-0 lead for Greeley West. Gillingham bounces, spins, shoots, and connects. Spartans with a 3-0 lead here in the early going on this Saturday afternoon from Fort Morgan. Remember, the Mustangs 1 year ago did not even win a conference game at home. Their lone conference win is at Roosevelt. This year they have home wins over Frederick, Northridge, Niwot, Berthoud. So they've played pretty well in this court. Second free throw is up, and that's good. And the Spartans out to a 4-0 lead. Backcourt pressure applied. Wheatley into Carnes with a fresh haircut. Now to Wheatley. Wheatley at his own free throw line. Jump pass to Langford. Overhead pass is forced, and it's going to be off of Campa. Intercepted. Not a good pass there by Langford. On the other end here, here's Roman crossing midcourt. Picked up by Campa near the top now. That's Edwin Benitez. Jump pass over to Tyler Copeland on the outside left to Hill. Dribbling to his left. He's picked up by Marquez. The Mustangs look like they're in a little bit of a, now picking up in a zone there. On the outside left to Hill. They're switching out of it. Now near the top is Benitez against Carnes. Inside to Roman. He banks and misses. And the rebound to Jesse Campa. Campa out of traffic over to Marquez. Marquez on the high right of the lane. And that's an offensive foul. He pushed off again. Yep. That's a good call, I think, with the left arm. And we'll have Braden Fajardo checking in for Marquez. That's Fort Morgan's fourth turnover, as offensive fouls are, with 6:09 here to go in the opening quarter. And the Mustangs looking very sluggish. As taking the ball is Nate Hill. Hill bounces it to Gillingham at the free throw line. Now back up, left wing three. Roman is going to be off the bottom of the backboard, but the rebound to Hill. Right corner, Gillingham three is no good. And Jesse Campa goes for the rebound. There's a tie-up. And that's going to go over to the Mustangs. Again, backcourt pressure. Wheatley gets it into Campa. Over to Wheatley. Now here's Wesley Carnes. Now to Wheatley. Midcourt to Campa with a chest pass. And that time, we had another Mustang violation there. I didn't see the signal, but
I couldn't see
the third official, I think he might have traveled, dragged that back foot. Five turnovers for the Mustangs. Nate Hill calling out the play for Greeley West. Swings it on the left side to Gillingham against Briggs Wheatley. Takes the long three. That's off the right side of the rim. Nice block out there by Wesley Carnes of Fort Morgan. Then he's stripped in the backcourt. He's got it on the floor, though. A careless dribble, but the Mustangs pick it up. Here's Fajardo, left baseline. He leans, he shoots, and scores off the glass, and a foul on Copeland. Braden Fajardo, who had a 9-point second quarter against Greeley Central, scores, and his foul. He goes to the line.
Yeah, it was a nice move there by Fajardo, going in against the big man.
The Mustangs have their first points 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the game. The free throw is back-rimmed, and free throw shooting has been an issue for Fort Morgan all season. Copeland grabs the rebound. Now in the high left is Gillingham against Wheatley. Swings it near the top to Hill. On the outside right to Roman, guarded by Langford. Dribbles into the paint, and there's a foul on the floor. That could be Langford's second. That will take him out of the game if that's the case, and Jackson will now be on the bench at some point here. Frank Ortega is into the game. And to throw it in is Hill. Back to Copeland on the high right. Here's Benitez. Swings it back out to Hill. Hill against Fajardo. Gets a pick. Dribbles into the paint. Puts up a left-handed runner. That's no good. The ball is tipped around out of bounds. It's off of Gillingham. Mustang possession. 4:56 to go in the opening quarter. Fort Morgan trails Greeley West 4-2. And the other way, Fajardo's got a 2-on-2 working on the high left. Fajardo behind the three-point line. Jump pass to Ortega. Banks and he misses. Rebound to Campa. He misses. And the tip is up and in by Langford. Nice job. And the Mustangs hitting the boards hard there. Have tied the game at 4. 4:42 to go in the first. Right baseline. The shot is up and a foul. Braden Fajardo commits the foul on the driving Nate Hill. And to the stripe will be Hill. Nice aggressive move. The Mustangs make their first substitution. Langford is still in there with 2 fouls.
Yeah, I think he'd be coming out pretty quick.
Well, the problem is it's hard to do something on defense. The free throws in and out from Hill. Second free throw coming. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. Second free throw is in. Fort Morgan 5, Greeley West 4. 4:39 to go before The end of the opening quarter here. Fajardo midcourt to Ortega. Dribbles at the free throw line. Into the paint. Lost it. Got it back. Swings it back out. And it's intercepted. I think it went for Wheatley, but kind of a blind pass. 6 turnover. Hill on the high right. Back out to Gillingham. Well behind the three-point stripe. At the top now. Backs up. Swings it left corner. Benitez 3. Yes. Edwin Benitez drills the triple. Greeley West on a 4-0 run. Leads 8-4 with 4:12 to go in the opening quarter. On the outside right, Campa dribbles towards the right baseline. Cut off by Benitez. Bounce pass to Wheatley down low. Banks and scores with the left hand. Nice job over Tyler Copeland for Briggs Wheatley. Mustangs now down 8-6. Gillingham left of the lane. Looked like a travel, no whistle. Ball is loose. A tie-up between Copeland of Greeley West and Fajardo of Fort Morgan. And it looks like... Coach Schoen wanted to call a 30-second timeout. He had put his hands on his shoulders there.
But they were wondering about a mass timeout.
Yeah, that should be right. No, that should be 3:55 to go second quarter. I don't know why they didn't take the mass timeout. Beto Martinez is in. Behind his back, Gillingham on the left wing. The Hill 3 is good. Nate Hill drills a three-pointer. Yeah, I don't know why not the mid-quarter mass timeout. It's 11-6 unless they'll take it on the next whistle. Here's Beto Martinez all the way to Fajardo, puts it up and in off the glass. Nice feed from Beto to Braden Fajardo, who's got 4. The Mustangs trail 11-8 to Greeley West. 3:30 to go in the opening quarter. Roman dribbles to his right, picks up the dribble, swings it back out to Hill. Hill with a left-handed dribble, cross-court Gillingham, fakes the 3, thinks about it, dribbles to his right, into the paint, hop step, he turns, now he leans, and I think he lost the ball. Nope, it was tipped out of bounds. And Greeley West retains possession, and Nate Hill to throw it in. Hill underneath the basket on the offensive end. Hill looking, still looking. Swings it to Roman, now to Hill, right corner 3, and that's no good. And teammates collide out of bounds. Ortega and Campa collided. Ortega's looking at the official, but that was his own teammate.
Yeah. Can't
call a foul on your own teammate, right?
Yep.
Here is Hill, penetrates by Fajardo all the way, banks and scores. That's a nice move by Nate Hill up the right baseline. He's got 6 points, 13-8 Greeley West, 2:55 to go first quarter. Ortega picks up the dribble, bounce pass backcourt to Martinez. Martinez jump pass on the high right to Wheatley. Now straight away Fajardo, down low for Ortega. He turns, he shoots, and he misses left baseline. Copeland with a rebound, that's his second unofficially. On the outlet pass to Hill, into the front court. Near the left corner, and Benitez is fouled by Frankie Ortega as he was about to take the 3, and then he didn't take it. Then Ortega didn't land on him, but he made contact with him, and honestly, I don't know what you're going to do with that, trying to even leap at the offensive player. That's going to be the 16th foul. The Mustangs are in trouble foul-wise already. At the top, Gillingham at the free throw line, backs up 15-footer short, and Beto Martinez grabs the Fort Morgan rebound. The outlet to Ortega, a 2-on-1. Ortega all the way, banks, and scores. Nice job. Frank Ortega used his body and shielded off the defender. Long pass to Gillingham. He puts it up and in from Nate Hill. That's a beautiful look, and Gillingham now has 4 points. Greeley West 15, Fort Morgan 10. On the outside right, Fajardo dribbling right baseline. He's going to have to swing it back out somewhere. Looking down low for Campa in the lane to Wheatley. Wheatley bounce pass inside to Martinez. Defender in the air. He fades, he shoots, and scores in a foul. Nice job of Beto Martinez creating space. He goes to the line. And the foul was committed by Tyler Copeland. That's his second. That's a big factor there, Brian.
Yeah, that's for sure. Get that big man out of there. They've got another one on the bench, a 6'8" kid, but I don't see him playing much right now.
Alejandro Hernandez is in the game for Greeley West. Mustangs trail 15-12. Minute 57 to go before first quarter is expired. Free throws off to the left. The ball is tipped around, and it's loose. It's still loose, and it's picked up by Fajardo off the deflection. Fajardo on the high left, jump pass straight away for Ortega behind the three-point line, down low for Wheatley, dribbles right baseline, straight away Fajardo, 3 is up, and it's off the back of the rim, long rebound to Wheatley, resetting in the lane, he hooks, and he misses off to the right, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Martinez. It'll be Greeley West basketball with a 15-12 lead, 1:39 to go. Now is the late quarter mass timeout, which makes no sense whatsoever. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Western Engineering Consultants, strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way. That is Western Engineering Consultants. I think I had my master turned up a little bit too high there. All right, 16, make it 15-12 in favor of Greeley West. They've got the basketball here with 99 seconds to go in the opening quarter. The Mustangs at 7-6 going in, Greeley West at 5-8, but neither team, Greeley West in 5A or Fort Morgan in 4A, will qualify for the playoffs. There's more than one nickel in the building, I just spotted, at least a couple of others.
Yep.
Son, oldest son, and granddaughter. That oldest son and oldest granddaughter. Or no.
Youngest granddaughter.
Youngest, that's right.
Yep.
My bad. With the basketball on the outside right is Roman, bodied up by Fajardo, no whistle. On the outside right to Hill, guarded by Martinez. Here is Gillingham. He leans, he kicks it out. Right corner three, Benitez is off the front of the rim. And the tip is missed by Gillingham. And then wrestling away the rebound is Braden Fajardo. And then the ball is knocked out of bounds. It will be Fort Morgan basketball with 74 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. And Fort Morgan comes the other way with Braden Fajardo on the high right. Back on the wing, here's Wesley Carnes back into the game. Dribbling to his left is Levi McCoy. McCoy looks, kicks it, free throw line extended for Wheatley all the way off the glass and in! Wheatley fouled by Nate Hill, his second. Briggs Wheatley to the line.
He used that left hand well. They don't know about that left hand with him, and I think it served him well.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. And the Wheatley free throw is up and in. We're tied at 15, 53 seconds to go. Here in the opening quarter. On the outside right is Gillingham against Wheatley. At the top for Roman. Roman is going to hand it off to Hill. Hill against Beto Martinez. 3-second violation on Edwin Benitez, and that's Greeley West's first turnover that I've got. I mean,
and I can't remember the last time I've seen a 3-second call.
I saw one the other night at a girls' game, though.
Okay.
Here's Carnes the other way, right of the paint, all the way off the glass, and he missed it. Got nothing but glass. Edwin Benitez with a rebound for Greeley West. There's the outlet to Roman. 28 seconds to go, and he lost control in the lane, got it back. He hooks and he misses, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. It is off Levi McCoy. And Greeley West retains possession. And to throw it in is Hill. Hill looking, still looking, still looking. Get rid of it, he does. Swings it out to Hernandez, back out near the timeline. Looking up, and maybe for the last shot is Colton Gillingham. We've got 15 seconds to go in the first. Gillingham still dribbling beyond midcourt with 10. Makes his move with 8 on the outside right. Gets a pick at the top and foul by Fajardo. Fajardo with his first, but that's going to give you a free throw. That's 17 fouls. Well, it says 6 on the board. I had 6, but it had 6 earlier.
Yeah, it should be 17 fouls.
Yeah, I might have just missed posting one.
Well, I have the second one on Fajardo, but they haven't put it up on the board yet.
Here we go, 17 foul. Fajardo with a second, as Brian mentioned. And Colton Gillingham with a 1-and-1. He bends, he shoots, and scores. Now a 16-15 lead for Greeley West. Second free throw is upcoming. That one's up, and that's in. The lead is 2. 6.1 seconds to go. Wheatley in the backcourt to Carnes. Back to Wheatley. Now at midcourt to Fajardo with 2. With 1. Wheatley in the lane. Bounce pass to Martinez. And that one's picked off, but you won't count the turnover. That was at the buzzer. We have played 8 minutes of basketball. Greeley West 17, Fort Morgan 15 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back with Brian Nickel and Fort Morgan. The Mustangs in their regular season finale trail Greeley West 17-15. Let's set the lineups. Langford, Campa, Beto Martinez, Braden Fajardo, and Wesley Carnes for Fort Morgan. It's Gillingham, Hernandez, Hill, Roman, and Benitez for Greeley West. And Carnes to throw it in just beyond midcourt to begin the second for the Mustangs. Near the timeline to Martinez. Swings it high right for Fajardo. In the right corner to Carnes. Fakes the three. Dribbles to his left. Now to Fajardo. Back to Langford. Left wing here is Campa. Straight away to Carnes. Carnes dribbles to his left. Now over to Langford in the lane. He leans. He shoots. Misses back rim. Gets the rebound. Dribbles. Kicks it back out. Left corner. Martinez. Three is up. And that's no good. And it's Colton Gillingham pulling away the rebound for Greeley West. Left-handed dribble all the way off the glass and no good. Off the lip of the rim. Langford with his fourth rebound for Fort Morgan on the high right. And then we've got a whistle. That's going to be a foul on Jose Roman. Greeley West only with their... Well, I've got 5 team fouls, but there's 4 on the board.
I've got 4. But...
All right, maybe, you know what, I probably issued one incorrectly. The inbounds pass to Fajardo against Roman. In the right corner, 3. Carnes up short off the lip of the rim. And the rebound is wrestled away there by Nate Hill. Hill across the timeline. On the high left, Hill is fouled on the floor by Beto Martinez. That's his first. The 18th foul, Nate Hill. And if I'm Greeley West, I continue to attack because the Mustangs are committing a lot of fouls here. And we're only 46 seconds into the second, and the free throw is in. 18-15, Greeley West. Second free throw is up, and that one is around and good. He now has 8 points in the game, 19-15. 7:10 to go before halftime. Langford on the high right, well behind the three-point line. He's going to swing it right corner for Beto Martinez. Martinez dribbles to his left, right of the lane. Up top for Langford, right of the paint. Langford's got to pick up his dribble, backing in on his defender. Straight away, here's Fajardo between his legs, into the paint. He leans, he banks, and it's nothing but glass. Benitez with a rebound, long pass towards Gillingham. Gillingham had the ball stripped from behind, but a foul on Langford. That's going to be his third. For Jackson Langford. And that should probably bring somebody into the game, with Langford committing his third and Gillingham at the stripe. Well, they've got 2 on him. I thought I had him with 3.
I've got him with 3.
But it's only 2 on the board. All right. I don't know. Free throw is up, and that is good. Well, I'm surprised that he's still in the game and Fernando Marquez is not back in.
Yeah.
20-15. Fernando should be back in the game, you would think, at some point. Greeley West looking to extend the lead. And that one's up, and that's in by Gillingham. He now has 8 points, and that's a 6-0 run for the Spartans. With 6:40 to go, second quarter. Fajardo the other way at the top. Swings it left side for Carnes in the left corner for Langford. Off the hand of Carnes. Picks it up now to Fajardo in the right corner. Fajardo behind the three-point line. Penetrates right baseline. Bounce pass to Campa and then is fouled as he missed. I think Nate Hill. I've got Hill with 3.
I've got that.
Let's see. Yep, that is his third. Well, they said 2 and 3. Is that right?
I've got 2 on him.
All right. I don't know what I'm keeping then. Free throw by Campa is up and in for Jesse Campa. I'm glad you're keeping score. Usually I do a pretty decent job. Wheatley's back in for Fajardo. Second free throw's upcoming. (21-16). He spins, he shoots, and connects. 21-17, 6:27 to go. Carnes, Wheatley, Martinez, Campa, and Ortega is back in. Here is Nate Hill behind his back. Over to Roman against Ortega. Swings it right side. Hill fakes the 3, steps to his left, takes the 3, makes the 3. Nate Hill now with 11. And the lead is 7 for Greeley West, 24-17. Bounce pass to Wesley Carnes. He traveled. Mustangs with 7 turnovers unofficially. Brian and I scoring simultaneously, so we could have numbers that are similar but not exact. Here's Roman. Swings it on the outside left to Hernandez straight away. is Colton Gillingham, left of the lane. He backs up, 15-footer. Yes, for Gillingham. Now has 10 points. The Mustangs commit a, what happened here in the backcourt?
I think he just blew the whistle.
Yeah. Whaley to throw it in. Mustangs down by 9. This is an 11-2 run for Greeley West. Ortega on the high right with the basketball. Ortega looking back near the top to Whaley, dribbling with the right hand right of the lane, hooks up and misses, and that's an offensive foul on Wheatley. Turnover number 8 for Fort Morgan. The Mustangs are in danger of falling behind by double digits. And Andy Schoen wants a timeout. 30-second timeout. Equitable Savings and Loan mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. That's Equitable Savings and Loan. Oh, next up, Brian, on B106 will be Mustang baseball.
Yep, not till May?
Late April.
Is it? Okay.
Late April, so we're talking about 6 to 7 weeks, about 7 weeks till Mustang baseball, but man, we'll be busy all May long and into early June. And if the Mustangs do what they did 2 years ago, into mid to late June.
Yep.
So there are endless possibilities. Greeley West basketball, they're up by 9, 5:38 to go in the second quarter.
There we go. Too many guys on the floor for Mustangs. Wheatley's coming out.
It's Carnes, Ortega, Martinez, Fajardo, and Campa. Here is Nate Hill with the basketball. Bounce pass right at the free throw line. Benitez bounce pass down low for Gillingham. Underneath the basket, feeds Benitez. Double team, kicks it back out. Hill, a parking lot three, is off the front of the rim. The rebound to Benitez. Benitez back to Hill. Jump pass straight away to Hernandez. On the outside left to Roman against Ortega. Backing, looking, shooting, missing. And the ball is tipped by Campa into the hands of Wesley Carnes. Carnes is stripped from behind. The ball is loose. He picks it up. Jump pass is intercepted. There's a baseball pass to Gillingham ahead of the field. He puts it up and in. And Fort Morgan playing very careless here. Greeley West has one turnover. They're down by 11. Carnes in the high left. Back out to Ortega. Now to Martinez. He'll take the three, and that's way off the back of the rim. And we've got a foul. That's going to go against Greeley West.
Yep. Oh. No, they're
going to say Campa.
I think it was on Fajardo.
You're right. It is Fajardo. It is Fajardo. That's going to be his third. And with 4:45 to go before the break, Martinez is out. It's now McCoy, along with Carnes, Wheatley. Fernando's finally out there. There's several. Well, are they going to change the call? I thought it was initially on Greeley West. Oh, no, that's the 1-and-1. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
See who they're putting at the line.
Yeah, it'll be Alejandro Hernandez to shoot the 1-and-1. And the free throw is good. And Greeley West, Brian, they're shooting well for the line. They've only missed one free throw so far. Second free throw is good. They are now 11 of 12 and lead by 13. The Mustang offense has gone silent here, 30-17. Wheatley left of the lane, jump pass, left corner, Langford three. Back rim, no. Ball is tipped out of bounds off McCoy.
Yep.
And here comes Greeley West the other way. This was 17-15 after one. Fort Morgan's been outscored in the quarter, 13-2. Roman right of the paint. He leans, he banks, scores. Blocking foul, Wesley Carnes. Roman to the stripe. He's got 4 points, and the lead is 15. Mustangs look a little bit disengaged here right now.
Yeah. I think they're looking for some offensive fouls here, but they're not getting them.
Free throw is up, and that is in and out. And the rebound and tip is missed by Gillingham. And then Wheatley comes away with a Mustang rebound. Baseball pass, front court to Langford, 3-on-3. Now the defenders catch up. Right corner three is front rim, no by Carnes. Edwin Benitez with a rebound. The Mustangs have gone stone cold. 4:05 to go before the break. Hill, crossover dribble, has the ball stripped from behind, out of bounds by Marquez. With an even 4 minutes to go. The mid-quarter mass timeout is the under 4-minute mark. Hill lobs it in left corner for Benitez. Back out to Gillingham, well behind the three-point line. He'll take the three, front-rimmed, and Jackson Langford has his fifth rebound unofficially. On the outlet to Marquez on the high right, dribbles into the paint. Great move, banks, and scores off the lip of the rim. Fernando with a beautiful move. He left the defender in his tracks, and that essentially stops a 17-2 run. 32-19, Gillingham jump pass, penetrating left baseline, Hernandez. Now on the right wing, the three from Roman is in. Jose Roman has 7 points. Greeley West leads by 16. Next whistle will be the mid-quarter mass timeout, 35-19. 3:18 to go second quarter. Here's Carnes, left baseline, McCoy puts up a 10-footer, misses off the back of the rim, and Hernandez grabs the rebound. Over to Nate Hill. Hill at the top, swings it left side for Woman, dribbles to his right in the paint. Jump pass inside to Benitez, he scores. Benitez now with 5, and a full timeout called by head coach Andy Schoen. 3 minutes to go second quarter. The Mustangs are getting blown out on their home court. It is Greeley West 37, Fort Morgan 19 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustang basketball 37-19 in favor of Greeley West. Langford with a basketball near the right corner. Marquez dribbles to his left, defender in the air, off the hand of Wheatley, intercepted by Hill. There's a long baseball pass to Gillingham. He dribbles, he goes up, partially blocked, he tips, and he misses. Gillingham gets it back, turns, shoots, and a foul. And those are 50-50 balls, Brian. The Mustangs are doing a poor job of grabbing those. They're about to go down 20 with just over 2.5 minutes to go before the break.
Yeah, there was 3 of them around him, and they just couldn't come down with it.
I mean, that's 3 opportunities he had to shoot. A couple of rebounds there for Gillingham. Colton Gillingham at the line. And that's up, and that's in. Well, you mentioned it, averaging well over 20 points a game, and he's got 13. Second free throw is coming up for Colton Gillingham. Perfect. And he's perfect from the line, 8 out of 8. 39-19. They have outscored Fort Morgan 22-4 in the quarter. Wheatley swings it right side to Carnes. Now to Langford in the right corner. Jump pass is tipped away out of bounds into the Greeley West bench.
Greeley West just look like they're about 2 or 3 steps faster than Fort Morgan this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think the Mustangs are, I don't know what they're going to do to come back in this game, but they look lifeless right now. This would clinch a winning record. Carnes fakes the 3, penetrates left baseline, cut off to McCoy, back to Wheatley. Wheatley left of the lane, he's cut off over there, swings it back out to Carnes. Little 15-footer is back rimmed, and the ball is loose. It's still loose, and it's picked up by Wheatley. Wheatley with the basketball, swings it down low for McCoy. Left wing 3, Langford, yes! Jackson Langford drills the triple, he's got 5. 39-22 Greeley West. 2:03 to go before the break. On the outside left, now the other top, Gillingham, 15-footer is off to the right, and Langford tips the basketball to himself. Langford, long pass to Wheatley, right of the lane, he banks and he missed it. Rebound Langford, he puts it up and in off the glass. Jackson's having a nice game. He's got 7.7 rebounds. Mustangs in a 5-0 run. Minute 43 to go before halftime. Here is Nate Hill into the front court. Hill with the basketball. On the outside left is Alejandro Hernandez. Straight away, Gillingham, right side. Hill takes the 3. Back rimmed it, no. Rebound to Benitez, puts it up, and that one might have been partially blocked. Nate Hill has the basketball. Hill down low. McCoy tried to intercept it. Let's see if it was Hill or Roman that committed the foul, because McCoy looked like he had positioning.
Yeah.
Yep, they're going to call it on Roman, and that's going to send. That should be the 17th foul. Roman's second. Nick Beltran is into the game. With a minute 20 to go, second quarter. Beltran, Ortega, Carnes. No, it's 16th foul. Mustangs won't shoot. Martinez on the high left. in the left corner for Ortega. Ortega into the lane all the way, hooks it up off the glass, too strong. Rebound to Colton Gillingham. He's had a huge first half. Gillingham straight away. Gillingham fakes the three. Gillingham hands it off the hill. Right side, Roman. Roman against Carnes. Fouled by Carnes. And, no, they can't count that. No, that would be NBA continuation. Well, let's see. Oh, Beto Martinez. I missed the defender. I guess I was looking at the wrong defender there. Beto's committed his second. Jose Roman to the line. That's a double bonus. I think that's part of the issue, Brian. Too many fouls committed by Fort Morgan. Free throw is up, and that is off to the right. That's only the third free throw missed by Greeley West here, but Roman's is 0 for 2. Greeley West has made 13 free throws in the opening half, and that one is in. Make it 14. 40-24. A minute 2 to go before halftime. Carnes with a basketball at the top against Luis Garcia. Swings it right side for Ortega. Right corner for Beltran. Dribbling to his left. Beltran in the lane. Lost it, but Ortega now has it. Ortega left of the lane. Bounce pass to Carnes. Fakes the three. Then he stripped from behind. That's a foul. That's a 17th foul with 47.8 seconds to go. And the foul is on Luis Garcia. Wesley Carnes with a 1-and-1. Jesse Campa is about to check in. As Carnes will shoot the first free throw here. Campa's in for McCoy. With Fort Morgan down by 60, but they were down 20, so they made a little bit of headway here. Wesley's got to hit this free throw, though. They need some momentum besides what Jackson has done. That free throw is back-rimmed and no good, and the rebound is taken by Garcia. And he's trapped in the corner, and then the ball is knocked out of bounds by Campa. 43 seconds to go. The Mustangs will back off defensively now. With 43 to go before halftime, 40-24 is the lead for Greeley West. And here is Nate Hill. And he's going to take the air out of the ball between his legs. And I don't blame him. You know, I mean, there's no shot clock in high school basketball. And it's not like they're taking a minute and a half off the clock. Right. 40 seconds is pretty reasonable. Just beyond midcourt. Ortega's not going to meet him. Now he's going to put pressure on him with 18. Now with 17. Trying to motion. He gets a pick from Benitez with 14. He's going to hand it off to Gillingham with 11. Into the lane with 9. He banks and he misses. And an offensive foul. Carnes took the contact. Gillingham commits his first. Brian, that's only the second turnover I have here for Greeley West. 8.1 seconds to go. Beto to throw it in. Martinez to trigger it in. In the backcourt to Campa. Bounce pass to Ortega. Ortega with 4 seconds to go with 3 all the way off the glass, and he missed it. And the ball is tipped to Campa from 15, short. And a Mustang is down. Ortega is down, getting up slowly. And that is the end of the opening half. A rough one for the Mustangs. Greeley West 40, Fort Morgan 24 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran with Brian Nickel. We are back here at Fort Morgan High School. The final 16 minutes of the regular season for both the Greeley West Spartans and the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Greeley West basketball 40-24. They lead to begin the second half. It is Nate Hill along with Colton Gillingham. Now with the basketball, Jose Roman, Edwin Benitez at the free throw line. Tyler Copeland in there. Roman penetrates left baseline all the way. Banks misses, but a foul. Well, they're picking up where they left off in the opening half. And the foul's on Jackson Langford. That definitely has got to be his third. But I think they misscored one there, Brian, because you and I both had. I think what happened is that when they had Fernando, when they put 2 up there, the scores table might have thought that was a foul on Fernando as opposed to 2 shots. Yeah. So I don't know what they've got on him. Nonetheless, the free throw by Roman is no good. Second free throw's up, and that's going to be short, and the ball is tipped around, and Jesse Campa has got his 4th board unofficially. On the high right, here is Marquez. Marquez against the defender Hill in the right corner to Carnes. He's double teamed. Now he's really trapped, and now we've got a push. Boy, that's a break for the Mustangs, and the push there on Nate Hill. That's his 3rd. Along the side, Wesley Carnes, the sophomore, to inbound the basketball. Lobs it over to Marquez. Marquez, a junior, the team's leading scorer. High right to Wheatley in the right corner to Campa, holding the ball up high. Campa dribbles to his left. Bounce pass straight away to Marquez. He'll take the three. Yes, he knew it when it left his hand, by the way. I mean, he knew it when it left his hand. The Mustangs trail by Baker's dozen. They were down 39-19. Now they're on an 8-1 run. Right corner, Hill, three, short. And a foul by Tyler Copeland over the back. That's his third. He went over the back of Jesse Campa.
Yeah, they got to get position on those tall kids to get that foul called.
Premier Farm Credit understands production ag. They've been serving rural communities for over 100 years. Locations in Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke. Premier Farm Credit. Briggs Wheatley bounces it to Marquez. Marquez just beyond the timeline. Right side to Carnes, back to Fernando. 2-3 zone now for this team from Greeley West. Down low, Langford bangs, scores, and a foul. They must have held him. Nice assist there by Briggs Wheatley. Langford having a nice game in his final basketball game. And the foul is on Jose Roman, his third. And all of a sudden, Fort Morgan is to within 11. And Jackson can make it 10. Fort Morgan was down 39-19. And it's a 10-1 run. The free throw's back rimmed. The rebound to Colton Gillingham. How many you got for him, Brian?
I have 5.
Okay, I'll keep it at that. 5 rebounds for Gillingham. I had 6, but I might have missed one too. Or I had one extra. Here's Gillingham. 15-footer right side is off the back side of the rim. And that's unofficially the 8th rebound. Baseball pass, Langford to Wheatley. Dribbles, banks, scores off the glass for Briggs Wheatley. And the Mustangs have scored the first 7 points. There's a steal. Fernando reverse layup, and he missed it off the turnover. And Carnes has got the rebound, though. Carnes back out to Campa. Here's Langford. Left corner, Carnes dribbles to his right. Wesley Carnes straight away to Langford. Greeley West with only their 3rd turnover. Langford picks up the dribble. Left side, here's Fernando. 6:03 to go, 3rd quarter. Greeley West 40, Fort Morgan 31. The Mustangs on a 12-1 run dating back to the opening half. The three by Carnes is not even close, off to the left. Roman with a rebound. Wesley struggling a bit for the outside. Jump pass in the backcourt. Here's Gillingham. Dribbles by Langford. He's got a 2-on-2 in the lane. He puts it up and he's fouled as he misses. Nice move there. A sidestep by Gillingham.
Yep.
And Wesley Carnes commits number 2. Free throws upcoming. Yep, here comes a free throw from Colton Gillingham. And that one is up, and he's short. He missed his first one after 8 makes.
Greeley West has come out cold here to start off this third period.
Well, and Fort Morgan's gotten aggressive. They know this is it. Again, a playoff spot is not on the line because of that loss to Mountain View by a point in overtime. Second free throw is in. Gillingham with 15 points. The lead is 10. 41-31. Briggs Wheatley at the top for Fort Morgan. In the right corner for Campa. Down low for Wheatley. That's an awful pass. Threw it well behind him. Intercepted by Benitez. Turnover number 11. On the right wing, Hill in the lane. Left-handed hook off the back of the rim. No good. Fernando with a rebound. First for Marquez. Marquez in the high right. Picked up by Gillingham. Behind his back. Lost it. Got it back. Left side. Carnes. 3 is up. Oh, he's pulling the string again. Rebound to Gillingham and bumped by Fernando at midcourt. That's a foul on Marquez. Yeah, I got to tell you, Wesley does not look good on those shots. He's holding up. He's had such a good season, but the last couple of games, he's pulling up a little bit and not extending out on the three-pointer. Didn't mean to try to help you there, Brian. Here is Hill, the outside left. Now the Gillingham 3, and that is short. And Jackson Langford is going to have a double-double in this game. He keeps it up. Langford out of the pack, and he traveled. That is a traveling violation. 12th turnover. With 5:06 to go, 3rd quarter. And to throw it in is Benitez. In the backcourt to Roman. Midcourt to Gillingham. Left-handed dribble, left to the lane all the way. Banks and scores. Boy, like it was practice. Gillingham was 17. The lead is 12, 43-31. I don't know why Jackson's got to get rid of that basketball. That's not his strength dribbling. He already traveled. Left corner. Fajardo takes the 3. That's off the back of the rim. Campa is going to knock it either off the Greeley West defender. He does. Roman out of bounds, or the offender Fort Morgan basketball, 4:46 to go, third quarter. And I think Jackson needs a seat there. He's gassed out there. But he's played one heck of a game so far. The outside left Fajardo with a left-handed dribble against Gillingham. Hands it off to Carnes. Carnes near the top. Carnes to his right. Chest pass right side to Campos. Straight away to Langford. And he traveled again. That's a good call.
Yep.
And I think he's going to be out for Ortega. And Beto Martinez also into the game. Wheatley takes a seat. Well, the problem is, Brian, when you're down by 20, you exhaust so much energy to get in the game, back in the game, that you can't keep it up.
Yep.
Nate Hill into the paint. Left side for Copeland. Dribbles to his right. Baseball pass right baseline for Benitez. Swings it back out straight away for Hill. Hill calls out the play. 4:23 to go, third quarter. Greeley West 43, Fort Morgan 31. Leaning and offensive foul as he missed was Gillingham. Wesley Carnes, nice job taking the foul again. Gillingham with his second foul, both charges. Greeley West with their fourth turnover. And their turnovers aren't even careless ball handling.
No.
They're just offensive fouls for the most part. Carnes the other way, swings it right side to Fajardo, lost control of the basketball, loose on the floor, and there's a fight for it, and tying up are Hill and Fajardo. Stays with Fort Morgan. Sometimes you got to slow the game down.
Yeah.
You know, you got to slow the game down. You can't helter-skelter dribble. Carnes on the outside. That's a 5-second call, and that was probably at the very 5th second as he was looking to lob it into Martinez. The Mustangs have committed turnover number 14. Next whistle will be the mid-quarter mass timeout. We haven't had a true one yet.
No.
Here's the baseball pass towards Gillingham with Martinez to beat, and then Martinez committed the foul. Carnes was right there, but I think Beto got him. It would be his third.
Yep.
We have 4:05 to go, so next whistle will be the mid-quarter mass timeout. Greeley West has only had one tough stretch. That was to begin this half. Straight away, Copeland fakes the three, and then he traveled. Well, it's not a good-looking quarter, Brian.
No, it's ugly all the way around.
7 turnovers combined, and we have a total of 10 points combined. That's not a positive ratio. This is Morgan County's B106 KPRB. Brush, Fort Morgan. With a basketball on the outside left is Wesley Carnes. Carnes to his right on the right wing to Martinez. Straight away, Ortega takes the three, and it's around and no good. Colton Gillingham has the rebound. On the bounce pass to Benitez. Cross court left corner. Roman fakes the three, dribbles to his left, and there's a whistle and a foul. And that foul's on Beto again.
Yep.
It's going to be his fourth. Now's the mid-quarter mass timeout. So we'll keep it right here. Brian, if you could help me out with a couple sponsors,
Sure.
I have to deal with another issue.
Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience make Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. Premier Farm Credit understands production ag and has been serving our rural communities for over 100 years with locations in Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke.
43-31. Greeley West with the lead, 3:37 to go in the third quarter. And Nate Hill will throw it in. And he's got the basketball at the end bounce pass. Bounce pass inside. It's knocked out of bounds, and it's off of Hill. That's a turnover for Greeley West. That's number 6. The other way. Here's Langford, right of the lane. Langford pulls up and scores inside the lane from about 8 feet away for Jackson Langford. Nice game for him. He's got 11 to go along with 9 rebounds unofficially. 43-33. The Mustangs are within range with 3:13 to go in the third. There's the handoff to Gillingham. Straight away to Benitez on the outside left to Roman. Roman dribbles to his right, straight away. Hill takes the 3, and that's short. And the rebound to Nick Beltran. Beltran out of the pack. He's got a 3-on-1, and he swings it behind his back to Langford. Offensive foul for Beltran. Offensive foul. Nate Hill took the contact. Another good call there. You got to get rid of that much earlier. Much earlier. You can't wait till that last second, because then the defender is just going to stand there.
He's already there, and he had 2 options there where he could have.
Right. Yeah, and he thought he could get away with it because the defender was going back. And with a basketball now in the backcourt is Benitez. Over to Luis Garcia. 2:49 to go, third quarter. Fort Morgan to within 10. Back out to Benitez on the outside right. Here's Hernandez. Swings it to Garcia. Garcia just beyond midcourt to Gillingham. Gillingham utilizing a pick right side to Garcia. He's going to hand it off to Hernandez. Hernandez with a left-handed dribble. It's Wheatley, Beltran, Langford, Ortega, and Carnes. 15-footer Gillingham is good. Straight away, Colton Gillingham has 19 of the game. 45-33. 2:21 to go, third quarter. Wheatley swings it to Beltran. On the high left to Ortega. Dribbles at the free throw line. Kicks it back out. Here's Beltran in the corner. Fakes the 3. 15-footer is an air ball. Ortega's got it. Back out to Langford. Left corner. Carnes 3. No good. And the rebound is controlled there by Copeland. Copeland with a basketball. Well, the Mustangs had a chance. Couldn't do anything with that one. And Greeley West now up by 12. Into the paint. Defender in the air. Gillingham banks and scores. Wow. 47-33. Fort Morgan needs some points here with 1:42 to go. Here is Wheatley on the high left to Carnes. He dribbles. 15-foot jump shot is back rimmed. And the ball is tipped into the hands of Edwin Benitez. 5th rebound for him. Here's Gillingham the other way. Gillingham right of the lane in the right corner, wide open. Garcia 3. That's short. Jackson Langford now with a double-double, and he was on the line.
Yep, he came out of bounds. Came down out of bounds.
Hey, get it. Well, that's no rebound then. We'll swipe that away from the rebound column, but he's had a good game. Campa's in for Langford. Fajardo back in with 1:21 to go. Garcia to throw it in. Lobs it at the top for Copeland. 16-footer back rimmed. And nice rebound there by Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley wants to run. Wheatley down the middle of the lane. Wheatley all the way. Hooks it up and he missed it. And the ball is tipped around. Fajardo's got it. He goes back up and he missed it. Fajardo couldn't get that one. It's Alejandro Hernandez with a rebound. The Mustangs they can't buy buckets today on a consistent basis with under a minute to go. On the outside right, Hernandez in the corner now is going to feed it back out to Benitez. Swings it cross court. Here is Colton Gillingham against Wheatley, utilizing a pick. Jump pass to Bennett. Copeland, I should say. Where's Bennett? Right corner 3. Yes. That is Edwin Benitez. Drills the triple. He's got 8. The lead is back to 17. 39 seconds to go. Fajardo straight away. Fajardo all the way. Forces it up and in, and a foul. Nice job, Braden Fajardo, and Luis Garcia commits the foul. That's his second. And Fajardo's on the board for the first time since the first quarter. He's got 6. And you know that Greeley West going to take the final shot here of the third quarter. Free throw is in. Fajardo now with 7. The Mustangs to within 14. It's 50-36. And they're just taking the air out of the basketball.
Yeah.
Gillingham just across midcourt. Gillingham straight away. Gillingham left of the lane. 6 seconds to go. Lean shoots, and he scores. Wow, that's just too good for Gillingham. Baseball pass inbounds at midcourt. Wheatley puts it up from 40, and he nearly made it off the right side of the rim, but a big run. A big run to end the third quarter for Greeley West. We played 24 minutes of basketball. Greeley West 52, Fort Morgan 36 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 52-36, Greeley West with a lead. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Beto Martinez, Fernando Marquez, Wesley Carnes, Levi McCoy, and Jackson Langford. The Mustangs are down by 16 to Greeley West. At the top is Langford. Had a very nice game. On the outside of Marquez, down low McCoy. He bangs and scores. Nice pass from Fernando to Levi McCoy. Not too many points for him this season, but was able to bank and score. 52-38 Greeley West. 7:38 to go in Greeley West and Fort Morgan seasons. Nate Hill just beyond midcourt over to Hernandez. They're really spreading this out to begin the fourth quarter. Left side, Benitez takes the three. That's going to be very short, and the ball is tipped around near midcourt to Nate Hill. So Hill gets the rebound. Benitez now back out to Hernandez. Over to Benitez on the outside left, now retreating. Lobs it right side to Luis Garcia. In the corner, that is Nate Hill against Marquez. Down low for Copeland. He hooks and scores. Right baseline. That is Tyler Copeland with his first points. 54-38, 7 minutes to go in the game. Marquez in the high right to Langford. Dribbles to his left. Back out to Carnes. Behind the three-point line. Three is up and good. There you go, Wesley. He finally scored in the game. He's been such a prolific scorer all season. And he's on the board. 54-41. 6:46 to go from Fort Morgan. Greeley West has led the entire way. Here's a bounce pass near the free throw line to Bennett to Copeland. I just think of something else. Copeland turns, banks, and misses badly. And the rebound to Langford. Now he's in the double-double column. Langford into the front court. Langford straight away. Kicks it back out to Marquez. Fakes the three. Thinks about the three. Takes the three, and it's in and out. And McCoy went for the rebound. He was fouled.
Yep, over the back.
Yep, that'll be the 16th foul. And the foul was committed by Alejandro Hernandez, his first. There was a wrestler, Isaac Copeland from Bennett. That's what's getting in my head.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Oh. That's why. Can you believe that? How did that happen? For me, because I'm a moron. Marquez, right corner. Three by Carnes is an air ball. Roman with his second board. The outlet to Gillingham, right wing. Baseball pass to Benitez in the lane. He's going to have to throw it cross court to Roman in the right corner against Langford. It's a 13-point lead with 6 minutes to go. And then Langford strips it out of bounds. Just beyond midcourt, retaining possession is Greeley West. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here, not just a bank in Colorado. They're Bank of Colorado, proud supporter of local sports and academics. And did you see what happened there? I don't think they started the clock.
They didn't. Now it's running.
Yeah, they didn't start the clock. But the score's been right the whole game. And I mean, it's just not here. I've got other locations. Sometimes the score takes a while. It's not easy. Basketball is the toughest of the sports because the score is constantly changing. Here's Roman into the paint, and then he was bumped.
Oh, that was a light call there.
Yeah.
Man.
Bumped, I believe, by McCoy. McCoy commits his first. 17 foul. Now, that's the right guy to get to the stripe. He's only 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 from the line. Is McCoy. Roman spins, shoots, scores. He's got 9 in the game. Brian will run through the numbers right after this one. I'm not going anywhere either, but you're better at the numbers than I am, Brian. Second free throw is coming up, and that line drive is in. 56-41, Greeley West. The Mustangs did draw to within 10, but to within 9. They were down 40-31, but Greeley West, since then, has taken control. Carnes on the high left, penetrates left baseline all the way, lays it up and in. Beautiful move to the left of the basket for the sophomore Wesley Carnes. The Mustangs down 56-43. 5:25 to go. Left corner, Roman penetrates, looking for Gillingham. Cross-court baseball pass to Copeland. Straight away with the basketball is Gillingham. Into the paint, turning, shooting, missing is Roman. Jackson Langford. He's got at least 11 rebounds and then fouled in the backcourt. He's going to shoot free throw or free throws because that foul on Roman is his 4th.
Yeah, Jackson's having a great game this afternoon.
Yeah, he really is playing hard and well. Outside of a couple of traveling violations, he's not made too many mistakes. Yep. McCoy is out. Now it's Campo, Wheatley, along with Fajardo, Marquez, and the free throw shooter Langford. Jackson Langford with the free throw. That one's up, and that's in. Langford now with 12. The lead is 12 for Greeley West. 56-44. Second free throw is in the air, and that one is in and out, but the rebound to Campa. Campa the lane, kicks it back out to Marquez, takes the three, and that's an air ball. They have pulled the string in a lot of threes. Benitez with the basketball. Benitez to Gillingham, and he carried the basketball. All of a sudden, Greeley West has committed a lot more turnovers in this half. I've got them with 7 overall. 5:02 to go in the game. And the lead is 12. The Mustangs still have a shot here, but they've got to score here probably 3 of the next 4 possessions because the clock is going to become a factor. On the high left is Wheatley, straight away to Langford. Chest pass right side to Marquez. Marquez behind the three-point line, dribbles to his left, kicks it back out to Fajardo. Between his legs, Fajardo into the paint, swings it left corner. Wheatley, 3. Yes! Briggs Wheatley nails the triple. He's got 10. The lead is down to 9. 56-47, 30-second timeout for Greeley West. Well, stick around, Brian. This is the second time they've closed to within 9. But again, it's the expending of the energy to come back in a game.
Yeah, you get down so far, it takes all that energy to get even back even.
Right.
And then you're gassed by that time, and it's just a uphill fight the whole way.
Well, and then we've seen this Gillingham. He's got 9 points in the third quarter. He got 23 in the game. He can be unguardable.
Yeah.
He can be very, very unguardable. Although no player should be unguardable. You got to double team at some point. But you know what? They're talented enough around him that if Gillingham's not scoring, a guy like Nate Hill, the point guard, who has not scored in this half, can certainly get the job done. So it's not an easy matchup for Fort Morgan. And that's why when we look at this 5-8 record, you can dismiss the one-loss record. I mean, that's a pretty good team. They blew out Northridge. Fort Morgan did the first game of the year. But they played some pretty competitive games. They beat Riverdale Ridge, which Fort Morgan barely lost to. Nate Hill, Colton Gillingham, Isaac Copeland, Jose Roman, and Edwin Benitez. That's Tyler Copeland, by the way, for Greeley West. Jackson Langford, Braden Fajardo, Fernando Marquez, Briggs Wheatley, and Jesse Campa. 4 of the 5 starters in there for the Mustangs. Benitez in the backcourt with pressure applied. Gets rid of it to Nate Hill. Swings it still in the backcourt to Benitez. Crosses midcourt. 4.5 to go in the game. Greeley West 56, Fort Morgan 47. There's the bounce. Back on the high right. Gillingham dribbles by Wheatley. Jump pass to the left wing to Roman. Back out to Hill. They're not going to take a shot anytime soon.
No.
Here's Gillingham, gets a pick from Copeland, fakes the 3, jump pass, left wing to Roman, dropped it, got it back, turning, spinning, and he traveled. Turnover number 8, the Mustangs can draw to within 6 if they make a 3. Then it gets very interesting, plenty of time to go in this game. We have 4:10 to go. And across the timeline is Marquez, left side to Fajardo. In the left corner, chest pass to Campa. To his right, bounce pass inside. That was forced to Wheatley. Campa's thrown a couple of ill-advised passes in this game. And the Mustangs with turnover number 16. Here is Hill the other way. Banks, and he missed it. Got nothing but glass. Langford pulls down his 12th rebound. Langford on the high right. Picked up by a defender. Picks up the dribble. On the right side, Fernando. He's trapped. Now to Fajardo. Left wing 3. Yes! Braden Fajardo rattles it in. And Fort Morgan is to within 6. Fajardo now with 10 points in the game, 56-50, 3.5 to go. Here's Copeland on the outside right now to Hill. Hill looks up at the basket, doesn't shoot. Now to Benitez, thinks about the 3. Right wing to Hill, takes the 3, and that's a killer right there for Nate Hill. His first bucket of the second half. They get the 3 right back, 59-50. 3:12 to go from Fort Morgan. Here's Briggs Wheatley on the high right. Feeds it back out to Campa. Now to Braden Fajardo on the outside left to Marquez. Marquez makes a move in the lane, and he's going to be called for traveling. Well, now you know that Greeley West is they're going to chew some clock here, Brian. There's a timeout, the mid-quarter mass timeout, 59-50.
technical foul on Fort Morgan somewhere. Maybe on the coach. He was looking for a...
Well, he was bumped.
Yeah,
he was bumped.
I think that's what they were looking for.
And I think we saw some calls in the first half that went to Greeley West and against Fort Morgan. I'm talking about when Greeley West had the ball, they were blocking fouls. When Fort Morgan had the ball, they were charging fouls. So that will be a tech, and the free throw is good for Colton Gillingham. This, Brian, might put the game away here. They've got the ball up by 10. Second free throw for Colton Gillingham is in the air, and that one is in. Good-looking player.
Yeah.
Is he a senior? I didn't...
Yes, he is.
Yep, 26 points in the game unofficially for Colton Gillingham, above his season average, 61-50. The lead was down to 6, but Greeley West has scored the last 5 points of the game. There's the mid-quarter mass timeout with 3:03 to go. And really, the game was decided in the first half when Fort Morgan was down 39-19. And even though it wasn't over at that point, it's been an uphill battle for the Mustangs since then.
Yep.
As they trail by 11. And again, our coverage of the Regional Wrestling Championships is ongoing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. And we probably have about an hour left of coverage. We were on the air for over 6 hours yesterday on 1010. Got about another hour plus today. But Cale Langford of Fort Morgan is wrestling for a regional championship. All right, let's see if I can pull up where we are in that particular tournament. To throw it in at midcourt is Edwin Benitez. He triggers it into Nate Hill. Hill with the basketball, picked up by Fajardo. Swings it left side. Here is Benitez on the outside right. Stepping in as Hill. Won't take the three. And then it's off of Roman, but he picks it back up. It went off his back. There were two Greeley West players there, and now we've got a traveling violation on Greeley West. That's their 9th turnover. But again, they're still in control here. They're in control, up by 11. And the Mustangs come the other way. Here's Fernando straight away to his right, right of the lane, all the way off the glass, and a foul as he scores. Fernando to the stripe. He's got 7. And that foul's on Roman. He's gone. I've got him out, Brian, with 10 points.
Yep.
So they'll probably bring in Hernandez. He was the first player off the bench earlier. Let's see what they decide to do. Free throws up and in. Hernandez is in the game.
Yep. Free
throw made by Marquez. 61-53, 2.5 to go, but that's going to create even more urgency as Fajardo tried to come up with a steal, but they say he slapped the Greeley West player on the wrist. Fajardo thought he was going to go coast to coast. That's his 4th foul. It's the team's 9th. And Nate Hill, who had a huge 3, is at the line. Well, Cale Langford of Fort Morgan has won his final. 1:34. Free throw is in over Caleb Valdez Lemos of Mullen. So Cale Langford's a champion headed to the state tournament at 160 pounds. Second free throw is up. Book it. 63-53. Here is Wheatley, left of the lane. Wheatley swings it down low for Campa, banks it in. Beautiful pass. Timeout, Fort Morgan. Campa now with 4, but that's all Briggs Wheatley there.
Yep.
Put the points on the board, please. Here we go again. Let's see. Mustangs have scored 19 points in the quarter. I've got...
Yep, there we go. They got it up there.
63-55. I get a little bit impatient because...
You know, they had one earlier in the girls' game. It took them a couple trips up and down the court before they finally got the free throw up.
Yeah, well, again, it's not an easy job, I will say that. It is not an easy job. You have to really be diligent about it. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555. Brian, you still contemplating what's for a late lunch or a dinner?
I think we're going to Acapulco Bay tonight.
Oh, nice. Okay. Good job out of you. All right.
What's happening in the Beltran
I
house?
could recommend, I have so much food at home. You know, I'd like to go out, but we'll see because my son's final game of his high school career, but he probably, who knows if he'll be with us here. Here's a long pass, Gillingham to Hernandez. Shot is blocked by Langford right off the board and picked up by Fajardo. The Mustangs the other way down by 8, 2:06 to go. Marquez penetrates, pulls up, back out. Fajardo, right wing three. Good! Braden Fajardo! He's got 2 threes in the corner. Timeout, Fort Morgan. Down 63-58 with 2:01 to go. Fajardo has 13 points in the game. And off the bench, he leads the Mustangs. Yeah, because Langford has got 12. Well, boy, I'm telling you, what Jackson has done in this game. He had a 20-point game early on in the season. But that's a tremendous block there, and now you know that the Mustangs really have to apply the pressure against Greeley West. It was a 20-point lead in the second quarter. It was 16 at halftime. It was 16 after 3.
Yep.
In this quarter, the Mustangs have put up 22 points to 11 for Greeley West. Brian, 60 is usually the benchmark that we've talked about, but it can't, not in this game.
No, it's got to be.
They got to get to 70 at least and play some defense. Gillingham, Hill, Hernandez, Benitez, and Copeland for Greeley West. The Mustangs are down by 5, 63-58 Greeley West. These 5 have done very well. Langford, Wheatley, Campa, Marquez, and Fajardo. Running the baseline is Copeland. Inbound in the backcourt to Benitez. Lobs it now to Hill. Hill will cross midcourt against Fajardo. Left of the lane. Then he puts up a runner. That's going to be short. But he grabs the rebound. How did they not block him out? Gillingham misses the 3. And Langford grabs another rebound. Here comes Fort Morgan the other way in the right corner. Wheatley down low for Campa. Feeds it to Wheatley. Lost it. Got it back. Straight away Langford takes the 3 and he missed it badly. And the rebound to Campa. I thought he pushed off. No whistle. Now to Marquez. Can the Mustangs score in this possession? Marquez at the free throw line. He's bumped. No whistle. And then he's stripped. Clean strip. Oh boy. That's too bad. Here's Nate Hill at midcourt. Met by Wheatley. Bounce pass to Copeland. Now to Hill, 1:17 to go. Fajardo, somebody's going to have to commit a foul here.
Yep.
There's no way they're going to shoot. And there is a push with 1:13 to go, and that is Briggs Wheatley committing his second. Edwin Benitez to the line. That'll be the 10-team foul double bonus. Benitez now with 8 points. But Fort Morgan's done a nice job coming back, but that's too bad, Brian. That was an empty possession. I thought if Briggs handles that cleanly, he scores.
Yeah, it was a nice pass to him.
Well, if you make 1 of 2, it's still a 2-possession game, and he misses off to the right. This will still be a 2-possession game, even if he makes it. 63-58. Second free throw, good. Greeley West by 6. Fort Morgan has got to score in this possession. Wheatley into the front court. Wheatley into the lane. Wheatley bump, no whistle. Oh no! Offensive foul. That's a bad call. I'm sorry, that's a terrible call. And Andy Schoen is not happy about that. I thought it was a block, Brian.
Yeah.
That's not a good call. Wheatley commits his that might have done it right there. That's a 19 turnover. That is just an awful call in my opinion. I mean, that's not about the official's angle. We saw that clearly. Wheatley nearly committed a foul. Benitez down low for Hernandez. He puts it up and he missed it off to the right. And Wheatley's got the rebound. Mustangs still with a shot, down by 6. 51 seconds to go. Fajardo left base on all the way, leans, banks, and scores. Fajardo scores. He now has 8 in the quarter. Timeout Fort Morgan, 64-60 with 46.5 seconds to go. He scored with about 50. And Fort Morgan is as close as they've been since it was 8-4.
Yep, they've almost work their way clear back to even, but they just can't quite get there. They get there and then make a couple of mistakes, and it gets away from them.
Right, and you can't foul Gillingham now.
No.
That's the guy. You want to foul anybody else but Gillingham. Nate Hill, even he would be a possibility at this point. With the Mustangs down 64-60. They've scored 24 points in the quarter to 12 for Greeley West. But Sparty leads the Stangs, as the board indicates, by 4. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car. Stubbs Gas and Oil, easy and convenient, makes them the only stop you need. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Ever had some of that food from Stubbs there?
I have.
I mean, you get it right out of the fryer, and it's that crunch. It's that crunch that gets right in your ears there. It's good stuff.
I'll see you later. I'm headed to Stubbs. No.
There you go. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'll hang out for a little while.
Yeah, do that. I mean, you can't have two late. Well, you could have two late lunches, but all right. Now we'll have an inbounds pass coming from Edwin Benitez. 46.5 seconds to go. Mustangs will pressure, tight pressure, and if they don't get it across the timeline, you commit a foul. In the backcourt to Gillingham. Don't want to foul him. Baseball pass front court to Hill. Now you got to foul somebody. Hill with 41 seconds to go on the outside left. You got to foul here. Time is not your friend. Handing it off to Gillingham. You don't want to foul him. And Gillingham is fouled by Langford. That was the wrong play. And I don't think Langford fouled him. I don't think he fouled him at all. And Jackson's wondering, that's on me, and I agree with him. I don't think he touched him. But they called the foul. The problem is with Gillingham, he is 11 of 12 from the line in this game. Double bonus. Free throw, good. You know, it's amazing. He's almost got half his points from the line and half his points from the field. 65-60. It'll still be a two-possession game, even if he makes this one. With 34 seconds to go, Greeley West 66. Fort Morgan 60. Fajardo to throw it in. Gets it over to Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley at midcourt. Wheatley just beyond midcourt on the outside right. Back out to Marquez straight away. Marquez to his left. Going to have to take a three now. You're down to 21 seconds to go. Marquez looking over to Langford. Langford in the paint all the way. Left-handed layup up and in off the glass for Jackson Langford. The Mustangs don't have a timeout. They have to foul, and that's going to be the game. 10.8 seconds to go. Down by 4 with no timeouts. You're going to need a miracle right now. And that foul on Campa. And to the stripe is going to be Gillingham again. He's a good player, really good player.
Yep.
Fun to watch, too. I mean, he plays fundamental basketball. Free throws up and in and out. What the heck is wrong with him? It's his second miss.
Second miss out of, 14? Or
yeah. Yeah, he's shooting almost 90% from the line, but that's gone down after that miss. Second free throws up, and that's around and good. 67-62, so you don't have to inbound it if you're Greeley West if Fort Morgan scores. 8 seconds to go. Marquez behind his back. Now to Fajardo, takes the three, and that is short. That's going to be the game. Copeland grabs the rebound, and there's the foul in the backcourt with half a second to go. And the Mustangs have fought hard, but they're going to lose this game as Campa commits his second. And the question is, let's see, will Gillingham score 30 or less? He's got 28 now is what I've got. 28 points for Gillingham. Great game for this senior. His final game. That's good. Got 29. .15 free throws made and 14 points from the field. Should be 68-62. It says second free throws in. Let's see if that 69-62. And that's going to be the game as Marquez throws it the length of the court. 69-62. Greeley West has won this game over the Fort Morgan Mustangs a valiant effort, a valiant comeback. Fort Morgan got to within 4. But that's it, as Greeley West ends their season with a 6-8 record. And the Mustangs at 7-7 to close out the 2021 season. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. And Brian and I will wrap it up right after this. Greeley West 69, Fort Morgan 62 on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back at Fort Morgan High School. The regular season finale, the Greeley West Spartans defeat the Fort Morgan Mustangs 69-62. The Mustangs trailed 17-15 after one, 40-24 at the break as Greeley West outscored Fort Morgan 23-9 in the second quarter. Then it was 52-36 after 3, and Fort Morgan went on a massive run to close to within 4, but Greeley West was able to win the game 69-62. And the Mustang post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College, there to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Brian, let's run through the final numbers. A really special game for Greeley West senior Colton Gillingham.
Yeah, I had him with 30 and 7 rebounds. Next up was Nate Hill with 16, followed by Jose Roman with 10. And then Edwin Benitez with 9, followed by Alejandro Hernandez and Tyler Copeland, each with 2. And Nate Hill, I had said that was 16. For their 69, leading the way for the Mustangs this afternoon, I have Jackson Langford with 14, followed up by Briggs Wheatley with 10. And then Fernando Marquez with 8. Wesley Carnes with 5.
Fajardo with 15, though. He led the...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's the... Well, yeah, 15 for Fajardo.
Sorry, 15. And then Wesley Carnes with 5. Levi McCoy with 2. Frankie Ortega with 2. Jesse Campa with 4. For the 62 for the Mustangs. I had them 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Did the Mustangs, and then, if I counted up right, 27 of 35.
Yeah, that's insane for Greeley West. I mean, they were so prolific for the line, and Colton Gillingham made, I believe, he was 8 of 8 in the first half, and then he made 8 more. He had 16 made free throws in this game is what I have for the Greeley West seniors. 16 free throws, and he only missed twice. And Greeley West, and how about the rebounding? Jackson Langford, a big game. He had a double-double today, Brian.
Yeah, I had him with 13.
Yep.
Nice job by Langford, and a block shot to go along with his 14 points. So nice game for Jackson Langford, going out on a good game, one of the seniors. So.
And your turnover total 17 for the Mustangs, 9 for Greeley West. That did not help Fort Morgan. But it's their first 500 season in 3 seasons when they went 13-12 back in the pre-pandemic days when you could play more games. So the Mustangs are done, 7-7 record as they lose to Greeley West. Both Mustang teams lost close games today. And the outgoing 3 seniors, Jackson Langford, Nick Beltran, and Beto Martinez playing their final games today. And Jackson certainly had a tremendous game. But this Mustang team will be back in 21 and 22. They'll start in 21. Hopefully the pandemic has ceased by the time we get to the late this year, November, December. And you'll have Premier, your leading scorer, Fernando Marquez, coming back. Braden Fajardo, lots of good scoring. I mean, they're going to be good.
Yeah, offensively, they should be good.
They should be very good. Lots of scoring and lots of leadership coming back for the 2021-2022 season. For Brian Nickel, I'm John Beltran. The final scores once again today: the Greeley West girls defeat Fort Morgan 43-38, and the Greeley West boys defeat Fort Morgan 69-62. Thanks to Brian for working in that first game.
Yep.
And we will check you out during the baseball season, which is coming up in about 7 weeks. The opener for the Mustangs will be in late April. You've been listening to Mustang Basketball on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.